Hello and welcome to this section. In this section, we learn the homework assigned in the last class and simulate the clock. For your quick mastery, please be sure to watch this section after you finish it. Let's open the editor. Here we choose our absolute positioning environment, input the analog clock and the application name, and then click the Create button. First, we add a page under the front end, and then we finish a series of production under the selected page. Let's first look at an effect of the analog clock. First, it has a background color. Here, we can easily change the background color of such a page, and then we will complete the production of elements. First, there is a circle. How do you make it? I don't know how you complete the production of this series of languages. In fact, there are many ways to make circles in HeCode. Here, I'll briefly demonstrate a method to make circles. Here, let's find a container of a div, let's draw roughly here, and then set its width and height to the same. For example, we have a 300 pixel of 300, and then we clear its background color. Then we come down here. What's the name here? The border color and a width of the border. We select the primary color of a border here as a white, and then we give it a 3 pixel. You can see that a certain outline has appeared here. If you think 3 pixels are not enough, you can set it a little larger on this side, and then a square box appears. What if we want a circle? In fact, I told you before that we can set a border fillet to half its width and height, so whether we choose 150 pixels, or we enter a 50% input percentage number here, then return, and then hand it over, it will show an outline of a circle, so we can make a circle, and then connect it next. On the basis of this circle, we can make an hour hand and a minute hand. We can also use an element to replace the hour hand and minute hand. Of course, you can upload a picture here. Let's make an hour hand first. We can make it thicker first. Then, let's pay attention. If I make the hour hand and minute hand here, we can first think about the whole clock. What does it want? It needs to rotate. Let's set a rotation angle for it first. We can find out where it rotates. It's a rotation around such a point in the upper left corner. We can pull it a little bigger here, right? Because the XY origin is 0, 0, 0 is the point in the upper left corner. We want it to rotate around U. Is it a rotation around such a point below? So where should we set its X? 50%, right? Y is set to 100%, right? So let's clear the rotation angle first, set X to a 50, and then Y to a 100. Okay, let's pull it down. Let's make it a little slimmer. Let's manually adjust it here. Let's set another rotation angle. You can find that it rotates around such a point below us. Therefore, through the practice of such a clock, I hope you can better understand what our origin setting is. What does that mean? So, similarly, we can make another copy of such a needle. If this is our hour hand, then here is our minute hand. What's the difference between minute hand and hour hand? Generally speaking, the hour hand is a little shorter and the minute hand is a little longer, right? So here we can adjust it a little. We make the hour hand shorter and thicker, and then make the minute hand slimmer. So do we make the minute hand smaller? In order to facilitate our viewing, we can set 2 different colors for it. For example, for this color, we can give it a lighter color. This branch seems a little too thick. It's better to be a little thinner. Then we can manually adjust it to ensure that the 2 points below it completely overlap. Okay, minute hand and hour hand, so we'll do it well, and then we'll start to do an effect of its rotation. In fact, there is a common sense to test you. How many turns does the minute hand have to turn when the hour hand turns one circle? In fact, we can calculate it manually. Here, let's open the check, and then open one of our controls. We know how many degrees a turn is? It's 360 degrees, and if we say that the hour hand goes from 0 to 1, how much does the minute hand have to turn? Turn around? How many turns would it take to go to 12 if you only went to 2? 12 turns. So how many points do we have to take when we turn an hour hand once, in the case of 360? is it multiplied by 12, so the final answer is 43/20 degrees. For us, it means turning the hour hand once and the minute hand 43/20 degrees, so when we know these 2 degrees, we can continue to make another production. So through this case, we have 2 points to master to deepen our practice of drawing circles. Secondly, we must have a deep understanding of what is the meaning of our central point. Finally, we found that for this intermediate transition, it is calculated by ourselves. We only need to hit the main keyframes. That's all the content of this section. Thank you for watching.